Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Hair Education. In this episode, we talk about deep conditioning. Yes, we go right into it. What is deep conditioning? How should you deep condition your hair? How often should you deep condition your hair? What are the benefits of deep conditioning your hair? And how do you find a good deep conditioning product? What should you look for? Okay, so let's get into it. What is deep conditioning? Deep conditioning is treating your hair by adding moisture or protein to it. So this basically means that there are two types of deep conditioners. There are protein-based deep conditioners and there are moisturizing deep conditioners. So how do you know which one you should use? It all goes down to your hair porosity. If you still do not know your hair porosity, please watch my video for it's episode 4 of Hair Education, and it goes into hair porosity, and it also shows you how you can test it at home in the comfort of your own house, so that you know which products you can use. So yes, your hair porosity determines which deep conditioner you use. If you have low porosity hair, this means that your hair struggles to absorb moisture. So therefore you would use a moisturizing deep conditioner, because this would then penetrate into your hair and thoroughly moisturize your hair. If you are high porosity, this means that your hair quickly absorbs moisture, but unfortunately it quickly loses it too. So there are holes in your hair cuticle. So the protein in a protein-based moisturizer would then fill up those holes and make sure that moisture doesn't leave your hair as easily. How should you deep condition? There are 6 steps that you should follow in deep conditioning. Firstly, you want to ensure that your hair is clean. So this means that you wash your hair, you give it a good shampoo, you make sure that there's no dirt or there's no buildup in your hair. Secondly, you need to ensure that your hair is detangled. You can detangle your hair before the wash, or you can detangle while applying this conditioner. Thirdly, you want to section your hair. This allows you to make sure that the product is evenly distributed on your hair. Fourthly, you want to focus on the ends. The ends of your hair are the oldest part of your hair. So these need more love and more moisture and more goodness than the rest of your head. So make sure that your ends are also covered. The 5th thing you want to do is take a plastic, either a plastic or a shower cap, and cover your hair with it and sit with the conditioner for about 20 minutes. It is recommended that you do not keep the conditioner longer than the prescribed time on the product. So look at what the product says. If it says 15 minutes to 20 minutes, keep it for 20 minutes. You can, however, push this to like 30 or 40 minutes, but it is not recommended that you do an overnight deep conditioning. I know this was actually quite an interesting point for me to find out while doing this research, because I am one who is guilty of doing overnight treatments. But from what I've read, it's not good to keep the product on for that long. It can even cause damage to your hair, because it's like straining your hair basically. You're doing too much, and too much is not always a good thing. So it's not recommended that you leave the product on overnight. Just use it for the prescribed time. If you want to leave it longer, then make sure it's not more than an hour. And of course, the final thing that you do is rinse off the product. You should rinse off the product with cool water, because this ensures that your cuticles are closed, which would mean that the moisture won't escape from your hair. So your hair will stay moisturized. That is how you deep condition. So what are the benefits of deep conditioning your hair? It moisturizes your hair, it revitalizes your hair, it brings back your hair's natural shine, and it also ensures that your hair is soft, smooth, and silkier. I usually find a lot of people who say, my afro is so hard, I am not able to do anything with my hair. The main reason your afro is hard, if it is because you're not deep conditioning sufficiently. Either you're using the wrong deep conditioner for your hair, or you are just not deep conditioning sufficiently. When it comes to deep conditioning your hair, this needs to be done with the right product for your hair type, your hair porosity, and it needs to be done consistently on a regular basis for you to reap the rewards. So if your hair is still not manageable, ask yourself, am I using the right product? Am I deep conditioning regularly as much as I should. And once you sort that out, that will lead to more manageable hair. A great tip when deep conditioning for those with low porosity hair is to use indirect heat. Indirect heat can help your hair to absorb moisture much quicker and absorb actually all the goodness in the conditioning product. So what I use for indirect heat is a hooded dryer. So this is a hooded dryer. I got this from takealot.com. I think it was 300 and something rands. I can't remember exactly. So what you do is take your hair dryer and you connect it to the end here and you put this on your head, of course, while you're wearing a plastic on your head, a plastic cap or a plastic. And then this provides indirect heat, which will help the moisture penetrate into your hair. So this is amazing. I've used it once since I've bought it, which was last week. So I highly recommend that you get yourself this if you are low porosity. High porosity, you do not use any heat when deep conditioning. You do not use heat on your hair. Your hair does not want heat. So how often should you deep condition? You should deep condition your hair after every wash. It's recommended that you wash your hair every week, so once a week or once in 2 weeks. So after every wash, you will then follow up with a deep condition. So how do you know if a deep conditioning product is good for your hair? As we said, you look at your hair porosity and then you look at the ingredients that you're going to need. So if you are needing to add moisture to your hair, you're looking for ingredients such as shea butter, olive oil, then you need to look at the ingredients list of the product that you're interested in purchasing. And it must be in the top 5 ingredients. So the first 5 ingredients must include the ingredients that you need for your hair. We can even push this to 10, the first 10 products. But it's ideally the first few products that tell you what's in the product. So let's say the product outside says shea butter, and you look at the ingredients list, and shea butter is like the last product there, the 20th product on the ingredients list. That is not shea. You're not going to get shea butter in your hair. Your hair is not going to benefit from the shea butter as proposed on the label. So don't believe the label. Look at the ingredients and look at whether the ingredient you want is there in the top ingredients, because the top ingredients are what make up the product. So don't be fooled by the label. If it says shea butter, it says castor oil, look at the back of it. Is it really there? That is how you find a good deep conditioner for your hair and for your hair type. So let me show you guys the products I have. This is what I use for a protein deep conditioner. So even as a low porosity girl, you need to add protein to your hair every 3 to 6 months, depending on how much your hair needs it. And I get this from Clicks for 32 rands, I think. Yeah. And 1 pack is enough for your whole head. And then when it comes to moisturizing deep conditioners, these 2 are the ones I currently have. This is a fave. I've been using this one for a long time, but it doesn't have all natural products. It has some silicone and other stuff. So I'm trying to find a better alternative for it. But yes, this is a good product that you can use, but I am looking for something better to replace it with. This is another moisture based deep conditioner that I have. This is from Sheer Moisture. It's okay. It's a good one for adding moisture to your hair. It's got shea butter. It's got aloe, olive oil as one of the first few ingredients, shea butter and olive oil. So it's great for adding moisture to your hair. Those are within the first 5 ingredients. However, it's still not the one. You know, I'm looking for the one, but it's still not the one. So yeah, I try a lot of deep conditioners. I think that's the way you find products that work for you. You try a lot of different ones, and I read up about products as well, and I listen to reviews. And another thing that helps is to follow an influencer or a naturalista that has the same hair type that you have. So for example, I'm low porosity. I have 4C hair, high density, right? Porosity being the most important thing. then it would make sense for you to follow me if you have the same hair type and the hair porosity, because then you can try products that I'm trying. You don't necessarily have to do all the research because I'm doing that for you. You see? How lucky are you? And of course, I'm doing it with pleasure. I love to share the knowledge. I want everyone to carry their crowns proudly. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this to be very informative. Please let me know in the comment section which hair porosity you have and the deep conditioner that you're using for your hair. Let's see if you're using the correct product for your hair. And I will comment as well. And if you have any questions, let me know. Have a lovely day. Till the next one.